Oh, sorry about that. We're having IFB issues. Right now you can see heavy traffic down there. Sheriff's Department, they know what they're doing. Trained professionals. They've got their guys on the ground to back off, and hopefully this driver in this BMW will slow down. Start just driving a little bit more with a little bit more safety and just stop doing all this stuff that we're seeing right there, these extremely dangerous moves. Now, he was on the freeway for some point. Looks like we're making our way back onto a freeway right now. Almost took out that gore point. And, you know, those are the things. When we see these reckless drivers go against, go up against the curb like that, hit a gore point, start using those emergency lanes, the first thing that comes in my mind is hopefully he picks up a flat tire. That'll bring this thing to an end very, very quickly. Now I can tell you we made our way onto the 605 freeway where we're going to be northbound on the 605. Very, very dangerous. I'm not saying that the danger has just gone away by any means, but when at least we're not running those red lights. We don't have folks are driving, just coming through an intersection and having this guy barreling through there. Right now, though, we're on the freeway. Everybody's going that same direction. Speeds up there where we actually get pushing 90 miles an hour. We haven't seen those triple digits for that vehicle. Not saying that it can't do it. That seems to be an older, bigger BMW. I don't know if that's a 5 or a 7, but the helicopter, the sheriff's helicopter, definitely overhead. They're keeping an eye on this. They're calling it out. I believe they are giving the heads up to California Highway Patrol. If they're going to relinquish it, that's a different story because that has to be an official, like, okay, guys, it's yours. The helicopter may stay with it until the until the California Highway Patrol helicopter can join it. These major lane changes, back and forth, kind of gives me the idea that he does not, or the suspect does not know where to go exactly. But again, law enforcement up above, calmer heads are prevailing. They're making plans. They're trying to get ahead of this. But right now, it's just hopefully he does not collide with or injure anybody as this pursuit continues. Looks like we're doing that transition right now. If I had to guess, I would say that we're doing the transition to the eastbound 210 freeway. Looking up ahead right now, I can tell you that it's good, pretty much what you see right there. Nothing's really stopped. It isn't bumper to bumper by any means, but this is something unusual right there. California Highway Patrol. Hello, and that's not a coincidence. I can tell you that this officer was waiting for the suspect to make his way onto the freeway. This is a plus in a way. If the California Highway Patrol engages, which this officer seems to be doing, lights and sirens will at least give some folks the heads up something is happening, and everybody knows. You hear the lights and sirens, you move off to the right, or at least you're going to be looking around to see what's going on, and that's going to give a lot of these folks the heads up. Hopefully nobody's going to get injured, but the speeds, take a look at the speeds, guys. Once he saw that law enforcement, now we're up into 115. We're well into the triple digits. Eastbound 210 freeway up in the San Gabriel Valley area, and at this point, law enforcement, they have the helicopter. I'm sure they're keeping an eye on it, but as far as guys on the ground, lights and sirens, nobody's behind him. So this person right now really just running from his own demons. Safety is the #1 priority always for law enforcement, and that is safety of that suspect, safety of the public, safety of their other law enforcement. That is the biggest concern. And in these type of situations, I'm sure somebody somewhere in law enforcement, hopefully watching our picture, seeing this vehicle still driving at 100 miles an hour. A couple of close calls here on the freeway. Thank goodness there hasn't been any contact. Somebody will re-engage this pursuit, or somebody will say, you know what, we at least got to get at least a unit behind it just to warn the public. Right now, though, we're still flirting with those triple digits up here, weaving in and out. There you go, again, using the emergency lane. Thank goodness he's staying on the freeway, though, because that's the thing. It's when he starts running red lights, going through intersections, that one was pretty close. That's when it really starts getting dangerous. Right now, though, burglary suspects, you don't know if there was a weapon involved. These are the things that they're weighing. And Roxy, I've said it times in the past, that is a pay grade well above mine. I could not make these decisions because when you make that wrong decision, somebody could get hurt. And I just couldn't imagine. Looks like we're getting off the freeway here. It's going to be in the San Dimas area. And of course, those high speeds. And now he's making that. got that California Highway Patrol right behind him, and also a motorcycle officer, which is actually great to see. And just doing getting back onto the freeway, that BMW's rear end got a little swervy right there, and I'm very happy to see California Highway Patrol behind it. And now I'm going to actually take a second and push some buttons here and try to keep up with what law enforcement is talking about while they're chasing this car now westbound on the 210 freeway. This person definitely aware that they are being chased by law. Oof. Oh, oh. All that power is really going to start getting him kind of blocked up there. That motorcycle, he's going to have that ability to kind of weave in and out, but this guy really pushing it. Going to keep an eye on him here as he's pushing his way through the traffic, getting onto that emergency lane. I'm just keep an eye on what he's doing right there, but wow, look at these moves. In and out, and then just, here we come again, and just squeezing through there. Now that motorcycle officer is going to have that ability to keep up, but that vehicle, he's going to have to kind of move along a little slower. But right now, even in this traffic, this suspect really pushing the limits out here. And this is again 210 freeway. We're going to be in the San Gabriel Valley area. We're making our way basically back to where we started. I'm kind of curious to see if he gets back onto the 605 where he was. Whoa, he did. I think he did. No, oh. See, and that's what I'm talking about. These people are just going to work this morning. Surely nobody was injured, but, you know, who wants that? One of the reasons why law enforcement doesn't box in vehicles like that is because of that whole, you know, need to flee type of mentality, you know, and anything to make it happen. The only thing I can say is that at least this vehicle seems to have slowed down. That driver possibly just getting that adrenaline rush coming to an end. Looks like we're on a transition road. I would guess we're back over to the 605, and we're going to be going southbound onto the 605. So basically going back the direction we came. There we go. There's the sheriff's ship right there. And so they probably have re-engaged Jeff, our pilot today, making the calls, talking to the law enforcement, letting him know where this vehicle is. Right now, we're on the transition. Looks like he's blending in a little bit right now, but that might just be because it's that transition, or maybe these kind of calmer heads are prevailing, and that driver possibly saying, okay, maybe I should just kind of pull over. I've taken all my chances. Let's just bring this to an end. I'm just getting information from Jeff that actually the California Highway Patrol actually brought their fixed wing, so they actually have an airplane above this as well. That airplane has almost the same type of camera as Skyfox does, so they'll be able to take a peek and keep an eye on it, and possibly the reason why that plane is here is also just to keep an eye on where that vehicle is. The helicopter definitely going to be more maneuverable, going to be able to stay a little bit lower. All these folks are making calls, getting the guys on the ground heads up where they're going, where they're going to be. Whoop, there goes his tire.
Sparks, yeah. Oh, he locked up here. Okay, okay. Just as we say that. All right, so he was hitting the brakes, he's on some sort of transition here. Wow, he might have made the mistake of trying to get onto the southbound 5 here. So we'll see how this works out for him. Obviously, the transition road is narrow, and there's traffic. So we'll see what they decide to do here. Or this person here. I say they, but we're not hearing any reports of how many people, if more than one person is inside this vehicle here.
Continuing to just drive along out here, those high speeds, maneuverability might have just tapped that Prius a little bit. Probably not, because it didn't stop.
Ooh, squeezing through.
As soon as you start hitting those brakes, you know that rim is going to start coming apart. Once a piece comes off, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. So he's going to lose his front wheel. You should just pull this thing over, try to bring it to a stop. California Highway Patrol close by. But definitely, this is not what we wanted to see this morning. And this car is in the wrong hands, doing the wrong things, and law enforcement just wants to bring it to a stop before he collides with somebody, creating injury to somebody else. Wrong side of the road, rowing the wrong way, going the wrong way. Oh my goodness. Oh jeez.
He's basically just grinding down what's left of that rim, likely driving on the axle and, well, the front bumper. And there goes the rear bumper. So, might be easy to identify this guy, you know, at this point. I know. It could be a BMW commercial.
He's definitely going to drive this thing till all the wheels fall off. There, yeah. Yep. You just got to kind of wonder what California Highway Patrol, I mean, these guys want to bring this thing to an end. More pieces coming apart. I thought that whole rim had come off earlier on, but it was still there. And it looks like, here we go. Maybe the car is starting to give up. There's the rest of the bumper. It looks like he's trying to push his way through, and it's continuing on. Let's see what what law enforcement. You see, law enforcement, they have to follow the rules. They have to be safe. Whoop. What happened? Oh no, I thought maybe he hit that bar there on the truck. This would be the time, right? Yes. Oh. And you know, those maneuvers, they look so easy and so simple when we watch them, but they're not. These guys are highly trained. They have to do it right at the right moment. California Highway Patrol right on this tail right there. It's had to slow down probably because of some safety issues. Oh, he hit a cone. Something's definitely changing right there. Something is definitely changing. Here we go. Oh. Okay. And doors open. Is he really going to try to run? Oh, what's CHP doing? Okay.
CHP on the opposite side. Okay. There we go. Hands up in the prone position. CHP doing a great job of catching up to these guys rather quickly. Okay, arms behind the back. And there you go. We have two burglary suspects now in custody here on the westbound 91 freeway at Downey. Westbound side of the 91 freeway is now temporarily closed down for all traffic. All lanes temporarily closed down here. Looks like we may have a door that's just opened up here on the rear driver's side. So somebody's still within the vehicle, hands up. Okay, so at least one person still remained in the vehicle. All right, looks like this person is complying at the moment, stepping away from the vehicle, obeying commands by the CHP. So as we went to take a look at the damaged vehicle, we noticed that the CHP still had guns trained on the black BMW. So and they had not approached, and we wanted to see if they were going to pull out any sort of belongings from the reported burglary, and sure enough, there was still somebody that remained within the black BMW. Yep. So fourth person now. All right, hands up. Seems to be complying. All right, backing away from the vehicle. Complying with officers. Listening to commands here, okay.